Hey guys, it's Avni here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on the free-to-play account, which is on the test server. A couple things we wanted to check out. One was Vurk, and of course the new updates for the Regal Rewards, the Champions of Espria, and the Twisted Bounties. As you can see right here, it does have perk levels. Your current perk level is 4. Complete the round to raise your perk level to the next level, max perk level 5. So as you continue to go through and complete the Regal Rewards, the Champions of Espria have the same. Twisted Bounty, I am only on perk level 2. Perk level 5 is the highest, and they did increase the rewards. So I want to take a quick look here. So look at unlocking the Premium Pass. So purchasing the pass will give us 730 Elite Stones, 5,500 Diamonds. And I wanted to look really quick actually on another account. I have my phone here up with another account because I want to see how much for the exact same price have they increased these perks. So looking here on my Lightbearer account with the monthly perks, the Regal Rewards yields 550 Elite Stones. So being on perk level 4, we're going from 550 stones up to 730 stones. And that's not even at perk level 5. I believe perk level 5 will give me 750 stones. So they're giving you 200 extra stones just for the exact same rewards. Lilith was saying they were going to increase the rewards, and they did substantially. Champions of Espria, same thing, perk level 4. Premium Pass gives me 32,500 essence. In the old pack, you only got 25,000. So from 25,000 to 32,000. Again, I'm on perk level 4. I believe this is 35,000, so 10,000 more essence. Unlocking the Premium Pass with this one, again, for the exact same price. And here you only got 95 chests. Here it is max. So they're actually going to cap the chests that you can get, giving you a ton more essence for this pack. And again, this is not even at perk level 5. The Twisted is 5,500 diamonds, 105 at perk level 2. So perk level 2 is pretty low. And the old one was 48. So even there at perk level 2, you're getting a lot more hero EXP. Same amount of diamonds. And then 95 was the old one. 105 is the new one. Not sure how high this is going to go to perk level 5, but overall for all 3 cards. And they also said they're going to compensate you for levels. So if you're on perk level 4, 3, 2, I did get in-game mail today, which gave me more compensation for the perk level that I'm at, which is very, very cool. But here they are upping the rewards for the Elite Stones quite a bit. I mean, an extra 200 stones. That's 3 heroes that you can get right there. So very, very cool to see with the perk level. So as you continue to progress, as you continue to go further, you will level up your perk levels. There's one little comment in here. Players that have unlocked the Premium Pass may use diamonds to purchase Medal of Honors in order to acquire any uncollected reward 4 days prior. So if you're not maxing out the amount, you can actually buy them with diamonds. And the other one is when the Regal Reward feature is refreshed, its perk level increases. Perk levels start with an initial level of 1 and can be raised up to 5. The higher the perk level, the more numerous the Regal Rewards become. So more rewards, which is always good, will help progression. The other big one that we want to look at is, of course, the rework of Vurk. A lot of people were talking about this in our live stream yesterday. Here he is. So let's go ahead and compare his skills. I have his old skills brought up here, but looking, Vurk runs up down the battlefield for 15 seconds while he fires bolts at multiple enemies. All enemies struck by the bolts deal 100% damage. The old Vurk was 100% damage for the base, or 70% damage for the base. 181 or level 81 was 85%. Now it's 110%. Level 161 was 100%. Now level 161 is 120%. So essentially, he's getting a 20% bonus to his ultimate ability from where his skills are now to where they're going to be with his update. If you guys have not seen my video with Vurk and my video with the Mauler account, Vurk does a lot of damage. If you use him, I have him completely built him. I have signature item max out plus 30, Vurk does a lot of damage. So second ability, which is the piercing bolt. So when firing normal attacks, bolts fires from Vurk's crossbow was able to penetrate enemies, dealing 140% damage to all enemies in a straight line. This is why it's good to have him in the top or bottom position, because the straight line will have more than one target. Damage increased 170% when this ability deals damage against enemies that are poisoned. As a result of Poison Vial, Vurk's attack speed will increase by 60 for 3 seconds. So he is going to have his own boost, which, remember this, the Vurk's Poison Vial, because this actually plays into the next two abilities to further create the synergy. For every poison enemy that this ability deals damage against, Vurk shall recover an additional 40 energy. So not only is he going to be attacking a lot faster, he's going to get a lot more energy. The old one, Vurk fires a piercing bolt, strikes an enemy for 5% of his base damage. So 140% damage here. So it was a little bit different when he had the old one. The level 101, bolt damage is increased. Bolt no longer deals lower damage to secondary targets. And then bolt damage is increased, restoring 30 energy to enemies that are struck, which now it is 40% or 40 energy. And it is going to increase his attack speed. So again, he is going to do a lot more damage, and he's going to be able to attack a lot faster. Which brings us to Poison Vial. Vurk lobs a vial into an enemy to poison them for 10 seconds. Poison enemies will have their health energy recovery rate decreased by 50%. So energy attack rating by 50%. So literally attack rating cut in half. And they will also lose health equal to 50% of Vurk's attack rating every second. So no energy, no attack, still doing damage. Poison effects cannot be stacked. And if the enemy is already poisoned, the duration of the poison effects will be extended. So if he's poisoned, it's going to go ahead and continue to poison him. Or the effects are just not going to wear off, so they're not going to get their attack rating back, not going to get their energy recovery back, which is very, very powerful. So not only two more skills doing quite a bit more damage, and this one again, right there, Poison Vial is going to increase his speed by 60, going to be doing more damage. The duration is going to stay there. Poison enemies lose health 60% and 70%. So the old one caused 120% damage, and the enemies lost 15% of the target's hit points and caused an explosion, which could damage other heroes. Level 201 damage up to 150%. So overall, the Poison Vial here is going to do a lot more damage, which is very, very cool. Plus it has the energy recovery rate decreased by 50%, attack rating by 50%, and lose health equal to 50% of his attack rating. So Vurk, higher attack rating, more damage he's going to do. But this is the big one. So before it was invisibility, Vurk makes himself invisible for 7 seconds, increase crit rating, increase haste when he reappears for 6 seconds. This ability is completely new, completely reworked. At the beginning of battle, Vurk sets buried poison traps behind himself and his frontline allies. So there are going to be poison traps. So if heroes come to our side, it's going to trigger the traps. Traps are active when enemies in close proximity to them and cause nearby enemies to become stunned for 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. So if enemies are coming onto the allied side, they are going to be stunned and they are going to be poisoned for 10 seconds. The poison effects are consistent with the Poison Vial. Enemies which are immune to control will not trigger the traps. So Poison Vial, going right back here. So enemies that are coming to the allied side, if they trigger the trap, energy recovery rate by 50%, attack rating decreased by 50%, and damage overall, which makes him very, very powerful. Signature item. Vurk's main ability now fires 3 crossbolts per attack. However, the additional bolts deal 80% damage, which is up again. His old signature item was 60% damage per bolt. 80% was actually the max if you had a plus 20 signature item, but now it goes from 80 to 100 to 120. Mania now fires 5 crossbolts per attack. So not only did the damage go from 80%, which was maxed out on a signature item, to 120% when he ults, the alt itself damage went up another 20%. So that again is kind of crazy. He is going to be doing a lot of damage. And of course the Mania fires 5 crossbows, which is what it does right now. Furniture. This is where I think it's going to make a change. When normal attacks in Mania deal 35% more damage to enemies that have been poisoned by his own abilities. So now we have the poison vial. Big thing with this one, again with the changes, is now we have the poison traps, meaning that a lot more heroes can be poisoned throughout the fight. And now normal attacks and Mania will do 35% more damage. And his 9 ability prolongs the duration of the enemy poison by 1 second when Vurk uses a normal attack or his Mania ability. So I could see Vurk being able to poison heroes for the entire fight. So 1 second extra poison. So the poison overall is 11 seconds. But if the hero is already poisoned, he will re-poison them and it will continue to not stack the effects, but the effects will continue to be persistent with the poison vial. So when he's going through his rotation, enemies are going to be poisoned for a lot longer, decreasing again their energy and their attack as well as doing damage. So I'm not going to run through the whole trial right now. I just want to see kind of what it looks like. I think there's a training dummy that we can try. Just like the other one, I want to slow it down because there's the poison traps. As you can see, they have kind of a small radius, but if you're getting one behind each hero, because I could see where this is going to be really effective, and there's his Mania ability for a couple instances. If you have heroes like Tassie that run around the battlefield, stepping in one of these poison traps could definitely affect her. Athalia coming over to our side will definitely be affected. Cecilia, if you're fighting enemy Athalia, enemy Cecilia, coming over to our side. Any heroes like Anoki or Astrilda, where they push our heroes, our frontline heroes, to the back, could expose them to these traps, these poison traps that are actually sitting in the back. Again, making Vurk a lot stronger. Now, the only cons that I really see with this is when you look at the build itself with the Maulers, you have Anoki who pushes heroes back, you have Screg that pushes heroes back. Most of the enemy heroes will sit on the enemy side just from the nature of the Mauler team. But if you're using other heroes, it seems like you're going to be able to drag them over. Even if you had a Nara running with a Vurk, you can drag the hero right over. If you had a Kelthar, you can put the hero exactly where you want them to be to trigger these poison traps. Because even looking here, since these targets did not move, the poison traps have never been triggered. They're not coming close enough to this hero to trigger the poison traps. So it's going to be heroes that specifically come to the allied side is where he's going to excel. So do I think Vurk is going to be good? He's going to be very, very much better. He's going to be by far a better hero. And this will help with the survivability, especially for the tanks if they're taking heavy damage, because a 50% damage reduction is huge. So he's going to fill definitely a niche when it comes to a lot of different stages. If you haven't built, I cannot wait to see his damage on the Maulers. But just like you see here, I could see possibly the poison traps not being super effective just because the heroes are not going to come to this side. The Maulers are going to push all the heroes to the back line over here, not triggering any of the poison traps throughout the battle. But he does have the energy reduction and he does have the additional attack reduction, which can increase the survivability of your tanks or your backline heroes, which is a bonus. So overall, love the rework for Vurk. Think it's going to be very, very powerful. His signature item, so they're upping his damage by 20% here, upping his damage with the signature item by 20%, making the poison way, way more effective, as well as the boost here, not only regenerating energy faster, but also attack speed, which results in energy as well. And of course, he is the Ranger tree. So overall, I believe he's going to be a lot more effective than he is. Just don't know if he's going to be one of the top tier heroes that we're looking for with the rework, but we'll only wait to see. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Very, very cool to see the rework. between Vurk and Cetrana and Nemitsu and Drez coming out. Lilith has been doing a lot of love for the Maulers. Still waiting for my button to go ahead and remove all of my gear between all of my heroes with a click of a button, Lilith. Still waiting for that as well as the other players. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.